Hello, people. My name is Kale Boss. The only boss. Oh, wait, what else? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that TapTap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download TapTap Send. Yes, TapTap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download TapTap Send on Google Play Store or App Store, and when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. Mahama media, Texas, you drew very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download TapTap Send now on Google Play and App Store. TapTap Send, it's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Body check now. Check it. Fa check it. Fa check it. Check it. That beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, fa check it, fa check it, fa check it, check. Green select glucometer, fa check it. Push sugar level, fa check it, fa check it. Fa check it, check. Green select glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Yesterday, I know some of you waited to watch Showbiz Daily here on Sammy Flex TV. Unfortunately, Showbiz Daily could not showbiz. It wasn't our fault. It was the fault of ECG. I woke up and I read a message from someone who said there was a gentleman driving. When the vendor served the water to the driver, he said, it is not enough. I can't drink. Then the vendor asked, how am I going to get the power? That the man died out of thirst. He will be buried tomorrow at 12:52 p.m. Tomorrow at 12:52, that is when you bury him. Exactly 12:52, you bury him. So guys, I'm saying this to say sorry. I know since you know we are back, yesterday you'll be expecting Showbiz Daily to happen, but because of power outage that hit almost the whole of Accra, because everybody was complaining, like from morning to about dawn, everybody was complaining that there wasn't any power anywhere for anybody to work with. You know, on this platform, a certain gentleman brags of giving us one, but it's not coming. So if Mohammed can't go to the mountains and the mountains need Mohammed, the mountains will surely go to Mohammed and make sure it will solved forever and ever. Let believers say amen. Amen. In the studio, Abbas Muiz is back. First appearance in 2024. Of course, Roland and Chemo is your matasasi. Ever present, omnipresent. They are always here, making sure Showbiz Daily will happen smoothly. And Abbas 2024 is showing face for the first time. Abbas, how was December for you? How would you describe December in Ghana? How would you describe it? Being an event person, a showbiz person, and all. How would you describe it?
This year December was manageable for me. Some parts was hot, some parts was cold. had a project at hand. You were there. You watched the theater the first day.
Oh yeah. What's it? Latif.
The African
Globe
Festival,
Productions.
Globe Production. So it was the return of Kwame Kuma together with the African Festival combined. I was in charge of the African Festival, coordinating the entire grounds. Anything that happens on the festival, I was handling it. So that was taking majority of my time in the December. So I was not able to concentrate on other job. Before I realized the entire month is gone.
Wow.
Yes.
So because you were paying attention to that, you could not follow other gigs.
Yes, it was new, it was intensive, and it was also creative. It was creative fun for me, but logistics was challenging because of the crazy things we want to do. So one way or the other we compromise. But I'm hoping next year it will even come hotter and better.
Oh, I see.
Than this year.
I see. As an event person, were you satisfied with the few events you saw or you attended online?
I would say fair enough. The normal production that happened across the country, people got gigs, logistics was rented. A lot of the people in the industry had a lot of inflow. But when it comes to style, change, and also revenue, in some quarters, I feel like it's still lacking, especially in terms of talents. There were revenue challenges. There are certain things at back end that most of us do not want to talk about. But it's really, really killing us. I think next year, probably in December, from probably September, we need to start a campaign. Or even now, we need to start a campaign, buy tickets. Buy tickets. Because that's the only way we all can survive. That's the only way we all can survive. You could see a lot of events happening, a lot of people. Sorry to say, either they are passing the people, either they are giving free tickets, and so forth. So the people that really, really buy stuff are very limited. And that is very bad for any business, and that doesn't allow any investors to come in, because at the end of the day, how do you convince the investor? But for the showmanship, for the appearances, it's good, but you can't continue looking good and be hungry. It won't help anybody's
The
life.
glory.
Yes, it won't help anybody's life.
Okay. Well, so we are happy that Abbas has also shared his December experience. He is into event himself, so whatever he talks about is something that we cannot joke with. And I'm so happy that he's also mentioned money. I'm sure, I think the first day when we sat, I asked that what were some of the negatives, and Roland also mentioned that the fact that people are not making money, and I'm sure it's the same thing. So like minds are speaking same language, and that is what I want you guys to know. Well, in the studio, Roland Amate is here, also from Shagzi Shut Up Movement Empire. Abbas Muiz is an event person, marketing executive, and of course he's also joining us here as a pundit. In Team Dodo Solomon is called Chemo. Chemo is our online manager at Flex Entertainment Limited, and anytime you're looking for some solutions to your streams and more, in Team Dodo Digital Solutions will also take care of you. Behind the scenes, Digital Rasta is called Currency, who is doing camera, and Richie Flex is the editor director of the show. If you are watching us, TapTap Send should be your portion anytime you want to send money from abroad to Ghana. Download the app on your phone, put in your details, and always make sure that you are using the promo code SammyFlex. This will surely give you some more money into your wallet. Do it today and thank me later. You know what I mean. Do it today and thank me later. Well, because we are about entering football season, tournament season, something caught my attention online, and I want to bring my people's interest there as well, so we see how best we can do the discussion. We've seen how various countries are arriving in style in Cote d'Ivoire, where the AFCON 2024 will be happening. I hear Sunday kickoff, poof, and everything will start. As it stands now, discussion online, as usual, has been Ghana and Nigeria. And people are asking, between Ghana and Nigeria's way of appearing in Cote d'Ivoire, which one is looking cool, which one looks cool, or which one looks exquisite. That is what I want us to pick opinions on briefly before we move on to other business. So this is what Richard will do. Richie will share some photos from the Nigerian squad and some photos from the Ghana squad, or even if there is a video anyhow that he would want us to see it, then we can go ahead and check it as usual. So we ask, are you even impressed with this kind of appearance for players? As a matter of fact, when I see the English Premier League and all those boys, when I see them in their suit and tie, I think I love it. I love it. But now it looks like our people are coming in anew, bringing some, it doesn't make them look footballers for me, especially when they have to still carry their bags, because how many people travel with clothes and bags? Like, well, that is my opinion though, and my opinion does not even matter at this time. Maybe later I'll also come and talk. So these are some photos from the Ghana squad. Of course, the brothers are here. Ayew brothers, the day Ayew and Jordan Ayew, and Inaki Williams. Pressure there, that is. Oh, that's my man, huh? Dan Amate. Yeah, he's my man. Charlie, big shout outs to you. Dan Amate, he's my guy. Wow. I wish him well. If he wins, I'm winning. Okay, so these are the players from Ghana, Black Stars, and okay, Kudus. Hey, Kudus Day. Yeah, he has been tried and tested in his team in Europe, so more trust and hope is on him. We hope that he delivers. Kudus the pressure that is all, because the way he's doing there, we expect him to do same. Okay, so Richie, can we check our Green Brothers from Nigeria? That is the Green Eagles from Nigeria, and I pray we don't meet Nigeria so soon, because you score them still, like we kicked them out of the World Cup. I pray we don't meet them soon, so we don't kick them out this early. The last time someone checked and he said he tips Senegal to win this World Cup. That's what the person said. Oh, sorry, this African Cup. He said the person said he tips Senegal, Senegal to win this. Well, so on your screens, the Green Eagles from Nigeria. The Super Eagles from Nigeria. Of course, they're always in their green though. The Super Eagles from Nigeria, and this is how they also appeared in their traditional attires and sporting their green color. Of course, Nigeria won't go without green, so anywhere you see Nigeria, you see the dominant green color. And this is how they also appeared. And I think Nigerians even looked simple to carry their bags more than my people Ghana. And I'm asking footballers, of course, now everybody wants to show some kind of originality. Everybody wants to show some kind of cultural diversity. And if you decide to come like this, I'm asking which one looks appealing to these countries. And maybe I can let Roland has been playing football on Sundays. He's a Sunday player. So which one do you think for footballers? And here it's not about the dressing. I want us to be very specific. For footballers going for tournaments, holding their bags, consider all those things, because it's not as if they just dressed keke.
Sure.
They were moving with it, because I saw some of them pulling their bags and then wording. Okay, so Ghana is playing when? Sunday. Oh, that is next. Oh no, this Sunday.
This Sunday.
So you are playing the opening?
No, the opening is tomorrow, Friday, 12. Yeah.
Hey, I thought the opening was Sunday.
Ghana is playing.
Oh, so you are playing with Cape Verde, you are playing with Mozambique, you are playing with Egypt. I hate Egypt.
Who is playing Nigeria?
Well, so let's talk.
But I think this is an off the pitch discussion. And when it comes to off the pitch, I mean, everything goes, especially with the way people have adopted to project their cultural stuff lately, which is why even in the English Premier League, yes, first teams were not so concerned about how players appear, especially when they are coming to the camp when it is match day. That is why you see some dress in their own attire, yes, but some would prefer the sportswear. Then it came to the fact that okay, you have to dress up in what is being sponsored. Or what your sponsors are giving you. So sometimes you see them dressed in the tracksuit of their sponsors.
Yeah.
Then it came to okay. Yes. Then it came to you appearing in your the as in being official, as in being gentle and all that. That is why we mostly see them. Some of them dressed in suits, like you said. But now we are in Africa, and we know when it comes to Africa and how we would want to project how we appear, we have different ways of projecting it, which is why Nigeria, for example, during previous AFCON tournaments, were even seen rocking their agbada and all them things. Every season has its own way that they project their appearance. So I personally don't have any problem with the way Ghana appear. Yes, with their carrying of their luggage and everything, this is an off-the-pitch discussion. This is not something that is going to lead them into whatever they are supposed to do on pitch. This is about display of culture. This is about how you are able to tell people how your people appear. And because we have so many tribes in Ghana, I wish moving forward they would explore into other tribes as well. Because yes, we know Kente is very common in almost all the tribes. However, there are certain specific looks that are associated with certain tribes. And because we would want to respect that, it is not just about projecting. Yes, Kente is very common in Ghana.
Which one do you think this one represents?
Well, I can pick this for Ghana. I can pick this for Ashanti.
Ashanti's out.
No, you see, for the top...
Ashantis don't wear kente and anything. They go bare chest.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So the guys maybe can qualify.
For the top and the nika.
I see more vest.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then, depending on the occasion, that's what I'm saying, a cut across. The way they combined the whole attire, cut across different tribes. And that is how, moving forward, I would wish they would present. So let's say... And it should cut across all the sections in the football and the sporting stage. As in, if the senior team presents this tribe, maybe the junior team can present the other tribe. Then maybe the women's team will also present this tribe. Let that communication be there. Because if we should pick a cue from what Fila even did in the Singa-Thon, we know we all know and saw so many of the things that happens in the north being projected. And that is good. When Force Antoine did hers in Accra here, we saw the diversity in how we projected the whole Ghanaian culture. If that is being done in Accra, fair enough. But moving forward, I believe there can be that diversity and all that. However, how they presented themselves, because it is an off-the-pitch conversation, I like how they presented it. Everybody, I think the Egyptian team was spotted in tracksuits and
they were spotted in tracksuits.
Yes. I saw some videos of them coming from the buses in tracksuits and all that. So it is a cultural display. For the Nigerians, yes, they looked very simple, very sharp, and they with their stuff and all that. But hey, after the removal of the big cloth from their body, we also saw how sharp they looked, even in their shorts and in their top with the...
Oh, that group picture.
Yes, the group picture.
I offer some.
Oh, it's cool.
I look at every time.
It's cool. It's cool.
I might think
it's cool and simple. However, it is still a cultural display. It is us telling people this is what we have. Some may look good, some may not look good. I tell you, if we are asked for every African country to display theirs to the core, I'm sure so many people's own would look probably worse than what we are projecting.
That's why they didn't want to put out something that will make them look worse. They will put on what is known, what is normal.
But you see, let me end with this. You see, before that, the GFA introduced some tracksuits and some sportswear, off-the-pitch sportswear for the Blasters, the national team, which is what they display some of them at the Taste of Ghana. during the fashion side when they were doing the runways for the Taste of Ghana. I wish they had even won that particular one as well. It would have also meant a lot because that is what they are selling actually currently, and that is more sporty than this particular one. Other than that, me, I still don't have a problem. I think it's cool. If they had done this or done that one too, it's still cool by me.
Okay, Chemo.
Yeah. Yeah, before I say anything, people will see that my voice is not the usual one that they are used to.
Yeah.
They should forgive me.
I know.
I think I have some infection. That's why I have a voice.
Sexual infection.
No. That's not true.
Okay.
Yes.
When someone says infection, the thing that comes to my mind.
Okay. So let me explain myself. That kind of infection. There's a normal thing that
Okay.
So I'm hoping by next week.
Yeah, be drinking water too. As you talk, you drink water. Yeah.
So for me, I think they can wear whatever they think is appropriate for the occasion.
Okay.
I will not really push them to do any culture display or whatever. They should just wear something that they think is appropriate.
Yeah.
If we go there, a whole lot of things will happen. Like the way Roland was struggling to even make a point about diversity. For me, what is diversity and what is it for?
You are playing football. It's for everybody.
It's for the football game. If at the point they think that they can wear whatever that they feel is appropriate for the occasion, let them wear it. Forget about they didn't display my culture. They didn't. For what? For me, I think we shouldn't encourage that. This thing that they have done, yes, it looks appealing to some people based on the cultural stuff that they want to exhibit. But the point is that it is also a business. I mean, this is business. Somebody won the
that
contract,
point,
and this is what the person is
came up
supplying
with.
for. Yes. So somebody is making business
some good money out of this. Yes.
And based on this, it can also be a fashion for the whole nation. Some people may see it as something nice, and they will also want to replicate it or wear something like that. Fine. So for this one, we shouldn't bring in diversity and represent my culture and anything. No. Let them wear whatever they think is appropriate. Whoever wins the contract, good for the person. Let's wish them well, because I still think it's a Ghanaian who won, and a Ghanaian who is supplying them this, who will be getting money out of it.
And sewing all those pieces for them.
And we should maintain it at that point. If it becomes political, identity political.
And tribal.
Tribal politics, it will be something else. It will be chaotic. Instead of them going to play the football, then you see people fighting about how they should look and all that. Meanwhile, we want them to win something or bring home the cup for us to be happy, because a lot of us were not alive when Blaster won something about 30-something years ago. So we should be hoping that this time around they will come up with something good. I mean, we should be happy for them going. Just that, honestly, I don't have big hope for them coming out with it.
You don't have big hope for them?
Not at all.
Why? What's your problem?
For what they have displayed, they didn't show anything that will give me hope that they can even pass the first
the group stage.
Yes.
Hey.
I'll even be surprised if they can do that.
Chemo.
So I wait.
But at least in our team, only Egypt that is scary.
But the last time they couldn't go.
And I get it. What I mean is this time around, the teams that we are playing, it is only Egypt. It is only Egypt that is posing a lot of threats.
Don't be deceived.
And Mozambique.
Don't be deceived.
Oh, they are not.
Last time they couldn't even score Comoros. Comoros, they couldn't. And you are talking about Mozambique.
Mozambique, they play.
They are better team than Comoros and the rest, and even Cape Verde. It will be difficult based on what.
But Cape Verde, we've beaten them before.
Yes, I'm not saying that I wish Ghana would go far, but I'm saying this based on what they have displayed.
Okay.
And I could be wrong. Maybe On the D-Day, they will
They'll prove you otherwise.
Yes, they will surprise me.
Prove you.
But
In the past days, they've not proven otherwise. That
But-
they dream of
so,
Oh gosh.
yeah, so I think for what they want, I think it's okay. Yes, but me, I wish they would display something more on the field of play than what they are doing outside the field of play. So me, I wish them all the best. And for the Nigerians, I think it's simple. It's as simple as you can get. So for them, they don't want any controversies. And there are people they will give it to you seriously.
Simple.
So I think they considered all those things to go this simple way. So yeah, for them too, I think they were simple. But for Ghanaians, we wanted to show something, but now that we have shown that one, we should concentrate on coming out with something good for us to be happy about.
Well, Abbas, wrap up on this topic for me.
I'm happy because one, it's an agenda by CAF. From all indication, you could see the big men of CAF sat down, feel like the African Cup of Nations need to come with certain talkability. In PR, you say at least if you can't do anything nice, you do something nice. Manageable to do something nice. So this is also a way of warming up the people, bringing back the interest. Because sorry to say, apart from bet that boys get from football, I don't think they will watch African football for anything. I don't think. Majority of the people have lost interest.
Oh, but some of them will watch. Some of them watch.
Handful. Unlike the way they watch the other leagues, EPL, they are so embodied.
Oh, and especially this one is a tournament. Yes. Tournaments, they come with different vibe. So
that is the vibe they are buying now. Because if you watch across, apart from say the Ghana-Nigeria rivalry regarding our attire, and also inwardly, like people right now, some people are saying, oh, this one is this people's culture, this one is bringing the interest. Naturally, I won't lie to you. If it's not that they are discussing their outfits, I don't know that they are going for African Cup of Nations.
Oh, I see.
Yes. So it's something that drew attention to it. Like, okay, they've got it right. For they bringing it up and let people discuss it. And when I follow, I notice that all the countries are wearing something that is relating to them. And if you notice the northern parts of Africa, they are also very conscious not to wear anything Arab.
Yeah.
They could, normally they could wear just their normal jalabia, but they are wearing their jersey with a lot of their own Arabic writers. You see, they carefully. It's like CAF paid attention to that.
Yeah.
I will make you look like you're Arab and you've come to join us. Don't come and do that.
Yeah.
And everybody tried to also, as Chamo said, the Nigerians are looking simple, the Senegalese are looking simple. You monitor the dresses of some country, look at the people, when you read into the mind of those doing the costume and those allowing them to wear the costume, they are calculating the insult and the pressure on it. Before we start, don't let us blast it all.
Yeah.
Let us bring the people's energy. Let the people love whatever we are doing. I think that's it. So PR wise, I think they are doing well. Kudos to those who are behind the machinery, those who thought of it. They've thought well and it's good. At least when our people do well. The other part, I'm begging them. We know them. I'm not mentioning them. I'm not mentioning anybody. But these bills shouldn't come in dollars. Especially our part.
It will come.
We'll go and come and say
it has come
this
and gone.
top and down plus white in and then plus this and a billion.
But it has
$1 million. Before we realize, only this dress, their hair, their nose, their leg, their idea tax look. Somebody has built their house on it. Somebody will tell you that slippers there. You go and ask $1,000. You get it? So that is the second part we are begging them.
Okay.
The third part we are begging them is that now they've shown us that they know how to do the fun. Our attention is on them. We are begging them. They should just bring the cup. They should bring the cup.
Why is it just that they're going to pick? is it just that they are going to pick?
I won't lie to you. When I look at their lineup, my heart was shaking. I was like, what kind of deadly movement is this? And the unfortunate part is just Ivory Coast here. You get it, and it's some way. I won't lie to you. I feel like they need to do beyond. We are all just. I don't think I'll be thrilled until they are done. Until they do something different. And the unfortunately, by the grace of God, because of certain quarters, I hear certain things, and I want to beg people who are those them behind. You see, the people who are behind, if they are not thinking solely about money, and they are thinking about us and the welfare of the boys will deliver. But you can't ask me to go and be jumping 3 walls, and you are sipping tea and relaxing more than I do. Unfortunately, this is already happening. People have already bagged and baggages and put baggages already there.
Yeah.
The one who is going to play the game is not enjoying like the one who is coming to do extra work.
The person is going to charge for his extra work, like you said.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
And it is disheartening. And these are a few or petty things that the boy sees that becomes the problem. And also that they also get distracted. It's when the people who are following you, the people who are coming to see the morale, the people who are supposed to be doing all the official things are distracted. Right now they are playing about you gave the t-shirt contract to this one. You could be shocked, Branson. I'm not saying it's like that too, but from what is going on, Kente is different somebody package.
Yeah.
The shirt is somebody's package. The hinima is somebody's package. The haircut is somebody's package. And if it's this that our elders are busy on, do you think the boys will be in the right frame of mind to want to fight for it? These are the men that are with them in the forefront. You're asking a soldier to go onto the war, and your generals, your commanders are sharing the booty. How will you concentrate? So, brother, we wish them well.
Okay.
We pray they bring the cup home. When they bring the cup home, we'll be happy. They will be happy.
Someone said for the Black Stars to bring a car home, it is going to be easier than for a camel to enter the eye of a needle. Oh my goodness. But we wish them well though. We are not really interested in what they wear. What we are interested in is how they deliver. So they have to just go there and make us proud. I'm sure, like Tim Dodu said, many of his they are also disappointed. They don't even want to follow it. But the best they can do is to qualify from the group stage, and everybody's interest will come. Now the people don't want to be hopeful that they will qualify. And if they don't get qualified, then they become heartbroken. Me, I've suffered this before. That penalty, as I hate that thing. Maybe 3 days. They be na ashimi. Hey, so everybody is trying to be careful, protecting their mental sanity. We don't want anything in this country.
One danger, I think, the budget for the tournament. They were asked, and they said that no. They will only disclose it after the tournament.
I think
it's a danger. You will be happy. Happy people don't take good decisions.
Of course. You are right. Chemo, you are right. Happy people don't take good decisions sometimes. Well, let's move on to another story that has also caught my attention. It is the fact that our sister Singa-Thon lady, Afia Adwonum Sewa, Afia Santua Adwonum, has been picked as an ambassador for Ghana. In fact, the last time when the team was going to even say goodbye to the president, he was there alongside Stonebwoy and some other celebrities. They were all there. And I'm asking that, looking at what she did, and the selection of her as the ambassador, what are the good and the bad? In Ghana, how do we select people to be our ambassadors? Is it just about doing something and that will be all? Or maybe we cannot sit here and say, oh, it is one of the best decisions ever that they could have taken. I want us to read a story briefly and come back and get the views of my favorite people here in the studio on Sammy Flex TV. And it says, why Efia Asantewaa was appointed as the tourism ambassador for Ghana. It says the deputy head of corporate affairs at the Ghana Tourism Authority, Kofi Atta Kusi, has explained the reasons that accounted for the appointment of the Ghanaian seeking to break the Singa-Thon record, Efia Asantewaa, as the tourism ambassador for Ghana. According to him, Efia Asantewaa's participation in the Guinness World Record for the longest singing marathon has made her gain international recognition, which makes her the perfect fit for the role. He also noted that his outfit is leveraging Efia Asantewaa's personality to sell Ghana to the international world and project rich cultural values in Ghanaian society for its growth. Speaking in an interview with Joy FM monitored by Ghana Web, Kofi Atta Kusi said that Efia Asantewaa's role as tourism ambassador for the nation will help improve the fortunes of the country at the global level. And there's a quotation, says, already she has put the spotlight on Ghana, so it gives her enough responsibility to work with us closely to project the country more and market the country domestically and internationally. That is why we had to appoint her as a tourism ambassador, because this is a great fit which goes to the advantage of the country than global recognition. Okay, we can't take it for granted. And then also you look at the international fever that comes with it. We are leveraging, of course. It is very important to leverage on the personality of Efia Asantewaa, he said. And Efia Asantewaa's appointment as the tourism ambassador for Ghana was met with excitement by the general public following her Singa-Thon attempt. And the big question is, how do we select ambassadors for the country? And looking at how Efia has been given this role, let's look at the good, the bad, the positive, and the negative, and all together. Abbas,
yes,
maybe I can start this one with you.
Sure. Ambassadors are selected based on a couple of things. Definitely, the one who is selecting them surely brings up their own criteria. But definitely, before you select an ambassador, an influence always comes to it. You need to have influence. You need to have numbers to also to indicate for. So I think for that first category, she qualifies. Which is one, she's influential now. Two, she has the numbers now.
How did she become influential?
What she did brought a lot of attention, both locally and internationally, towards her.
That made her influential.
Yes, that makes her influential. She has an influence on a couple of people, whether we agree with it or not. Whether it's positive influence or negative influence.
But whether he gets the recognition from Guinness or not, yes, I guess.
Yes, she has the influence. So the Guinness recognition will be a bonus. I'm sure majority of them will go to the attempt now. Don't really attempt it purposely for only the Guinness to be recognized. But this attention, the attention is that everybody has been watching you. People who even showed up, the eyeballs who showed up on the park. I was on the park randomly throughout a period that she was there. The celebrities that showed up and so forth. That's their top notch for her. The conversations that people were having backhand in terms of, I was on a couple of tables, political tables. I was there. The conversation about it was high.
Okay.
When it comes to creative tables too, the conversation about it also was high. And personally too, there were angles where people were also highly motivated by her to do a couple of things. When you watch her, when she arrived in Tamale, the reception there alone was also super. So if she doesn't have influence, she won't be able to command that.
Okay.
That is one for her. Two, whatever she did it with the aim of pushing Ghanaian music. And which other way can a country sell itself best is through its music. And I think even the musicians that she sang their songs, they came to appreciate her for her efforts. And what she did, if not motivating anybody at all, I'm sure she will motivate young girls, she will motivate mothers, and she will motivate single ladies, basically. So for that also, she carries some influence.
Okay.
But Picking her as an influencer, as an ambassador, the question that keep on coming to me is that for how long? What is her agenda? What is she going to promote? What is the timeline given to her? And at what cost? Is he a fanfare ambassador? They call you, they at this level they do so that they can milk that thing out of you. Because if I'm handling it, those are the basic things I'll ask on the table.
Okay.
Ambassador. And I say ambassadorial deal because every ambassadorial deal comes with certain roles, responsibilities.
Yeah.
Is she going to be taking pictures? Is she going to be part of Ghana tourism campaign in the diaspora for 2024 incoming? Because 2024 is an election year.
Yeah.
And if you want to do your election successfully and come and do December in Ghana also successfully, then you need to think beyond the political atmosphere of it. Or you want to do your December in Ghana earlier before the election year. These are the things the Ghana Tourism Authority and the people in that affair need to be thinking. So majority of them in that area, they shouldn't think about campaign, politics and so forth. They should think about that. And I think both parties, Party A and Party B, that we know they always carry the flag up. Both of them should find a way to merge this thing, because it will be very unfortunate for the next government that will come will lose the December in Ghana. And if they lose it, our brothers and sisters in the other Japan land are waiting for them. Nigeria will take the December in Africa, they will take the December and run away with it. And when they get it, they won't lose it. All of them, their head will be correct any election year. And their election year is also, their election is not even in December. Most of the time.
Them is November or something,
So they will get it right always. So I will pray in that angle. So when you ask me, I say she deserves it. But what I'm asking is that what job are they giving to her? And how much have they given to her? Because look, it will be very unfortunate that you are always in the news, you are popular now. Ghanaians know how to do that. They will milk all the celebrity and everything out of her. She will go home and she will go home empty. So she and the people behind her need to be active, alert now. When the government come and use their mouth to job you, do everything and put you out there like that, what are you getting out of it? What are the benefits? And what are you doing for them? They should let us know what she is doing as an ambassador. It's not about telling her she deserves it. Well, fair enough, she deserves it. For what in return she deserves it, and what is the financial motivation and inspiration. They can't tell us they don't have budget for ambassadors.
Okay. Well, the last time I heard, some of them said
in February, so for them it's early part of the year.
Okay. The last time I heard that those who were appointed as ambassadors, they were not even given monies to execute their project. Yeah, so Chamo, you were saying something. You said Nigerians they were.
Their election, they do it early part of the year, like
February. So by March, media.
So they are voting this year.
No. Any year they vote early of the year.
Okay, okay. All right, that is fine. Let's go on to Chamo. Let me listen to Chamo.
Interesting, yeah. But I have some question. I asked one of the members, the affairs.
Singa-Thon,
Singa-Thon members, and then he told me no, he has no detail about the ambassadorial deal. Or what
he has no details.
No details. Like he's not aware of what is really going on. Asking how much they are paying.
Audio ambassador.
Yes, so you can consider as audio kind of.
Oh, but she was there when the president was seeing the boys off too.
Yeah, so there will be no detail, but when he appear in the presence of president, she will get something.
You'll come in. That's it.
And I'm not surprised because even the person introducing her as the ambassador never said anything about the responsibilities and what she's going to benefit. In fact, Efia herself was surprised on that day when they mentioned her as the ambassador. Yes, if you watch the thing, she was like she's surprised. She wasn't even aware that they are going to mention her name.
Wow.
And we don't know the details of it. Like Abba said, as an ambassador, it should come with responsibilities. It should come with some benefit that she will get. and we don't have any details about those things. So for me, I think the part that if whether she's influential or not, I think there's no debate about it. She is.
Okay.
If nothing at all the big people in Ghana here, or the celebrities as we call them, went to her event, and it's because of the influence. If she doesn't have any influence, nobody will attend such an event. And even the second gentleman of the land also went there. Vice President Baumia was there.
On the compare vote.
Yes, it's because she has an influence that Vice President thinks that if I pass there, I may get something based on her activities. And if you take her Vice President out, all the top musicians in Ghana here also went there. Satawale went there, Sarkodie went there, Stonebwoy. No, I didn't see Stonebwoy, but Kwame Eugene, Sammy.
But Stonebwoy went there.
Stonebwoy went there.
Yeah, he did.
So all of them went there. It means she's influential, so we don't even have to go there. There's no debate about that. But whatever that they are giving her, she can handle it, and they will give her the necessary tools to do what she's supposed to do.
Okay.
That why I don't have hope in it. I don't have hope in it. I feel it's just the audio
ceremonial
kind of thing. They will say whatever. If they need her for pictures or for anything,
they will give her,
and then they will give her something. And I'm sure that's what will happen, because when I asked a member of the team, he said nothing. They have no details of the role that she will play as an ambassador and the benefit that she will get.
Okay.
So maybe we have to wait later, and whether she will say something, like if somebody asks her, she will come out and
say
give
something
us a detail
about it.
And even the guy introducing couldn't give the details. So I doubt if Efia can also give us any details about it.
Well, thank you so much for that one. Let me move on to Roland Amate to speak finally on this particular topic about Efia Aduonum Asantua, who is now the ambassador, who has now been appointed as an ambassador for country Ghana. Ro, let's listen to you.
Well, I'm not surprised though. I think when she even announced her project, that is the Guinness World Record attempt, and the Ministry of Tourism and Beyond the Return all came to back her up at the Akwaba village and all the resources they gave her, it was very clear that they were going to confer that ambassadorial title on her. It was very clear. I mean, if you look at how people are selected as tourism ambassadors in this country, it's in fact she overly deserved it. She overly deserved it. We had a tall list of tourism ambassadors that were announced some time back. A tall list. At the end of the day, when they were announced, whatever their rules were, they didn't spell them out. The only thing they announced was the fact that okay, they are influential and they are doing things that are bringing eyeballs to Ghana. That's the only thing that's or attention to Ghana. So that's the first point of qualification for you to be a tourism ambassador. And if that is the case, we are all tourism ambassadors in this country.
Yeah, we all love Ghana,
yes,
same way.
We are all doing things that the international world is watching, and it is bringing eyeballs and attention to Ghana. So we are all tourism ambassadors same way. However, the ministry handpicks certain people and announce them. That is the only difference. Else, we are all tourism ambassadors per that particular criteria. Because if it is about doing things that will bring attention to Ghana, we are all doing it. If it is about having numbers or a certain kind of numbers, we are all doing it. If they move to the influential part too, yes, so many people have influence on certain people or on a group of people in this country, and it is still part of the criteria. So actually, I wasn't surprised. However, for the details there, I'm not sure it will be spelled out, or somebody will just come and give the details of it. Even if you ask her, yes, I also doubt she would know the details of whatever she's been done. But however, I want her to also be very conscious of whatever has been conferred on her. You know, she can make something out of it. Me, I know she can make something out of it. That is if her her team and her, they are smart. They can make something out of it. This is one that has the backing of the ministry, and you've had the ministry backing since you started your project.
Oh, I
so
see.
running to the ministry.
They give it back.
Yes, so running to the ministry for certain documentational helps and other things
Shouldn't be difficult.
shouldn't be that difficult. Unlike others who were just picked and later we saw them making commentaries like, okay, they were made tourism ambassadors but they were not given anything. They tried reaching out to some of the people and they were not getting response and all that. I believe this girl has a little advantage than all them people.
Okay.
Which is why even when the blasters were leaving and they decided to hold dinner for them, she was even invited. These are
Have you seen the video where they were alleging that the president touched her nyash?
I've not seen the video. I've not seen the video. But me, for whatever.
There is a video like that.
When you post, me, I'm not surprised because everybody has what they are looking out for. Some people were also having problems with the fact that she sang the national anthem, and it's like that. So me. My own is that she should be able to take advantage of this, because this is not going to, the frenzy around whatever she is getting is not going to last more than a year. It's not going to last beyond 1 year. So if you are not able to take,
that is even if after Guinness recognizing her.
So if she doesn't take advantage of it and build certain projects for herself or maximize certain projects for herself in connection to that now, then whether they give, even if they decide to put her on an allowance based on the fact that she's been made a tourism ambassador herself and she doesn't take advantage of that particular title, it will still be useless. It will still not be useful to her. Whatever allowance they will give to her, it will still not be enough if she doesn't take advantage of it for whatever. She has lots of projects going on personally for her before she embarked on this. This is the time for her to use that particular thing to her advantage and maximize it. Whatever she was making out of it, this is the time. Now she has lots of leverage, and having the leverage from the government of Ghana is no joke. These are some of the things that so many of our celebrities have been fighting for, which is why some of them were even calling for diplomatic passports. Fortunately for you, you've been given this and it has been announced and everybody knows. It is on public record. So taking advantage of it, I believe, shouldn't be that difficult. And she should.
Do you also see the officialness of she's occupying, or you think it is one of those ceremonial titles? We just give it to you so you can be running around with it.
It's ceremonial.
It's ceremonial.
It's ceremonial.
And your papa.
It was ceremonial. Because there are doctorate titles that are ceremonial. You understand? And people are running doctor.
It's up to her to
yes, man, use it, make it. Make something out of
it. Ceremonial doctor to doctor.
Exactly. So you too, as you've been given the ceremonial title, make sure you make something out of it. That is what I'm saying. So it is ceremonial, because if it were not ceremonial, she wouldn't be surprised when it was announced, and the details of it would have been sent alongside the announcement. Exactly. Because it was ceremonial, then that's it. Else there should have been an official press conference where she will be seated, the big people would also be seated, and they will announce it and spell out her rules and everything for everybody to know. Yes, of course, there are certain NDAs that will not be said, but then her rules and responsibilities,
because it's a public institution, they should even declare whatever that they are giving.
Exactly. Especially her rules even should be clear. She should be clear. So ambassadors are picked for the country, and their rules are in the public domain. Whatever they get, whatever they receive,
everything
is there. It's public knowledge. So because this is ceremonial, she has the responsibility of rather making something out of it.
Okay, let's see if we can move on to the new business. And the new business is about what I'm gathering from Nigeria between Tiwa Savage, that is Afrobeat pop star artist Tiwa Savage, and a colleague also in Nigeria, Davido. And I'm sitting here asking myself this simple question. When celebrities come at each other, what do we see? Do we see hatred or we see competition? What exactly do we see when we see celebrities are coming at each other? Richie, I'm sure you'd want me to read portion or portions of the story. Then we can pick the views and opinions of my people here to know when we see celebrities coming at each other, what is the underlying factor? Is it competition? Or maybe it is some hidden hatred in them. It says Nigerian singer Tiwa Savage reports, bro, calm down a little bit, reports fellow music star Davido to police over alleged threat to life. Listen to the headline again. Nigerian singer Tiwa Savage reports fellow music star Davido to police over alleged threat to life, and says popular Nigerian singer and songwriter Tawalope Omolara Savage, known professionally as Tiwa Savage, has submitted a petition to the Nigerian police force in Lagos State against her colleague David Adeleke, known as Davido. The petition is over an alleged threat to life and other actions that allegedly infringed on her fundamental human rights. This is seen in a copy of the petition Mrs. Savage submitted to the Office of the Commissioner of Police in Lagos, dated January 9th, 2024. In her petition, the singer accused Davido of threatening her since the day she posted a picture of one of his baby mamas, Sophia Momodu, on her Instagram status. Now, Tiwa Savage wrote, "I'm writing to bring to your attention a distressing situation involving myself, Tiwa Lope Omolora Savage, popularly known as Tiwa Savage, and Mr. David Adeleke, also known as Davido. On the 23rd of December, I made a post which included myself and Sophia Momodu on my Instagram story, a feature on Instagram which allows you to put up a post for 24 hours. And Mr. David Adeleke sent messages to my manager, who is also part of his management team, that I shouldn't worry and should never say a word to him, and that I was taunting him, uttering very disrespectful, malicious, and derogatory words to my person. I responded to Mr. David Adeleke's message and told him not to reach out to me, especially as I feel like I have been there for him and his daughter, Imade, and more importantly, when he lost his son." And the story goes on to say the events of the day have also led to a barrage of calls and messages from mutual connections asking me what I did to Mr. David Adeleke. That's his upset that I choose to maintain a relationship with Imate's mother, Sophia Momodu, who he's having issues with, and also painting the exchange to look like I was the aggressor. He has also told our mutual connections to warn me to be careful in Lagos because he was going to F me up. So this is beginning to feel like some form of online and offline harassment, not just to me, but also members of my team. So this is the story. Tiwa Savage is talking about sharing a photo of her and Davido's baby mama on her Insta story during December. And I'm sure when Davido saw it, he was not too cool with it. Maybe he feels like you are a friend, so don't go to the enemy's camp, that kind of vibe. And yeah, and as it stands now, I hear Davido has been warning her, throwing calls left, right, and center. And the lady could not keep it, of course, if it is Davido. I'm sure she knows how powerful Davido is. Reason she could not keep it. She ran to the police to report the incident to them, and I hear Davido is being investigated over the issue. So there's some of these confrontations among celebrities. Is it what competition among them? A little bit of hatred. What has been happening? Chemo, this comes as a social pressure of a sort.
It's not a competition, and it's also not a hatred. It's about emotions and what is happening at a particular point in time. I think Davido may not appreciate or may not be happy for Tiwa Savage, a celebrity of her stature, posting the baby mama I don't know the caption for that post or whatever, but if Davido is a friend, he will not be happy. So that's why for me the emotions will come in for him to even issue a threat to her or whatever. Like if it is true that there was a threat, like she said initially, I was beginning to doubt it because she wasn't clear about the threat. Like he said he would do this, that to me from the intro part, but I think later he said Davido said he will fuck her up and other stuff. Yes. So yes, that's a threat. So for me, I think it's good that she has reported it to the Lagos police. Yes, I think it's a step in the right direction. If somebody is threatening you, the first thing to do is to report it. At least it will be on record if anything happens to you. And for Davido, I think yes, you may not be happy about people doing certain things, but you have to contain your emotions. You have to comport yourself. Otherwise, you'll be in trouble that you may not be. Like later, you will regret it. And I think this will be one of them.
Yeah.
I mean, the Sophia Mahmoud is not a new thing. And even Davido, I remember there was some form of exchange with the Sophia's uncle, which is Dele Mahmoud.
Yeah.
Of our
Ovation. Yeah.
Yes. And there was a song that Davido mentioned Dele in that song that even Dele will salute me or something. It became an issue and all that. So I think it's an open thing that we all know and we know what is happening. So what again will trigger you if the Tiwa Savage is posting your baby mama or something? Like, I wish there will be more details. At least Davido also coming out to say exactly what triggered him to go that direction. But
I'm not sure there was any wicked caption to it. It was just a post, like I said earlier. It's like, I see you as a friend and now I see you frolicking with the enemy. Now I'm going to be scared. Like, where do you stand? Are you for me or you are for them?
Yes. So if that's the case, then I think Davido should rather contain his emotions.
Okay.
And then he can think about it like, okay, if this is what you're doing, then now I will consider the way I move with you. But it shouldn't be public, like, or you shouldn't be sending threatening messages to her. You can ask her, why are you doing this? You know, you and I, the way we are, I don't appreciate what you are doing or something. But if it goes in the form of a threat, then Davido should be careful.
Okay.
He should be checking the way he reacts to things. Because you see, when you are a celebrity and you do some of these things, people can do something on your behalf that you have no commission to do. So you should be very, very careful.
That one I agree.
You may not even have intention of doing anything like that. But when you mention it, or when some people feel that this is what you want, they will do it on your behalf without you even paying them. So you have to be careful. So this one, I think I will advise Davido to be careful when it comes to some of these things and how he reacts. I mean, emotionally, we all have some way that when something comes out, it will trigger us to do something. But you have to be careful because you can do something and later regret it, and it will be too late for you. So I'll advise him to calm down on this one because so far mood issue is a public thing. So if Tiwa is going there, yes, maybe she's your friend, so you get
be with me
at this point that she's not on your side. But such is life. You will not get everybody or people to behave the way you want them to behave. At some point they may defer to the other camp that you will not be happy about. But you just have to contain your emotion, not to take yourself into trouble that is needless.
Okay. Okay, let me go on to Abbas Moise.
First of all, I think if it's not Tiwa that posted it out there and also report to the police, it may just be within their domain. It may actually be private. And in the readings, you notice that they said they have a common person.
Yeah.
So that person too, both of them should watch it very well, or watch it very well. Then again,
Who is the common person here?
in a write-up, there's a manager or somebody.
Oh no, I'm sure it is this record kind of deals.
Yeah.
Yes. So there's somebody who is cool with her, is cool with him.
No, it's like someone who works with Empire, and Empire has
Yes.
multiple artists, yeah,
That's what
something
I'm
like
saying.
that,
So
yeah.
It's somebody that have a link between both of them. Then again, before I come to even to the main issue, again, both of them are good friends. They've shared apartments together. They've lived together. They've shared stage together. They are very cool people. So, Brasami, when you are cool with somebody and the person knows your enemy, and the person either sell you out for something very petty like money, it's disheartening, and that will not take your humanness. Please, let's cut him some slack. Even though he's a celebrity, he's also a human being first, and that part of him will surely react to it. That doesn't mean because she went to report first, she may not be even guilty of whatever she has done to him, because women have a way of playing the victim at the end and trying to put you into problem. And now she escalating it actually also put herself at risk and also put him at risk, because somebody can voluntarily take care of her or her team or anybody for the love they have for him, or for the hate they have for him, or the person that she posted. In this juncture, if I am Davido and his team, I will also file against Sophia and Tiwa, because Sophia can trigger an action against Tiwa.
What action?
Like whatever she's saying, if she lose her life, then they should hold him responsible.
No, it is because of what Davido.
Yes.
Davido told them, I'm going to fuck you up. If someone who is influential says I'm going to fuck you up, you need to sit up.
Definitely. But what I'm saying is that if you have followed this Sophia and Davido issue, it's not just today. It didn't start just today. And Davido have been vocal through even his heart to people who are also equally powerful. Because there are people that he has dragged them, they've dragged him. There are people who have told him that the time that they were with his father and co, he was a smuggler. Do you get it? And he has also shown and expressed. We all shouldn't forget that this Sophia person was also once his lover. So if he can have a lover turning like this, common friend can sell you out for money. Do you get it? And brother, as you sit here, you know very well that celebrities or people who are very popular, especially in the creative space, have few friends. And if they count you as a friend that they've lived in the same apartment with before, not the same gender, opposite gender, and they've not do you pang 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 pang. They've shared major stage with you before. You get it? They've run the town with you before. You are not just an external person. You are not just a random talent in Lagos or in Africa that they run things with. Do you get it? You are somebody they consider as part of them. And if you do them something, you don't want them to complain. You don't want them to feel hurt. People always say, you start it, but you also want to control the person, the way the person will react to it. I'm even sure, imagine the way it started and he gave the first warning. If she had actually rebutted and said, like, oh, she's just a common friend, probably I'm just wishing her well for a birthday or something. I just posted it for a 24-hour period. I'm sorry, it won't happen again. Or she's also a common friend. She's my friend, she's your friend. When you guys were dating, she was my friend. You are also my friend. If you people are no more dating, that doesn't mean I shouldn't be friend with her. But I will know how to manage our friendship. I won't allow my friendship with her to affect your friendship. I'm not sure Davido will go overboard. But somebody will say something, and somebody will say something to somebody, and somebody will say something to somebody. And I'm not sure Davido on a normal would take certain things, certain disrespectfulness from her, and you will want to at any time let her know who runs the town. And that doesn't mean that it means it's threat. But as you all said, if somebody who is popular, somebody who is famous,
Who is influential?
say to you, your head is big, be sure somebody will surely enlarge your head, even if it's small. So you need to be careful. But one, you have also put threat on yourself and also on the person, because putting it public is also another problem. Running to the police, I ask you, are you also sure that you are totally also secured with the police? It is the only last thing we all can think about is if it happen, it is the first person they will call upon. But that doesn't mean also he also doesn't have a defense. Do you get me? So far as the legal system of that country works, he also is allowed to put up a defense. And probably now, your protection, your guard, your police escort, or whatever has increased. So you also need to be careful when you are making certain decisions, not just for her, but for other people also, other musicians, other popular people. When you want to make certain decisions, you need to be careful. But you can't also stop somebody on how they react to an action you start. And you know clearly that before you do that post, you know clearly that this your left friend is like this with this person, and this thing may trigger something. And I'm sure that's why you were waiting for his reply so that you give it to him. When you give it to him and he give his own back, now you see that you need to run to somebody to take a cover. Take your cover very well.
Okay, Ro. Still on celebrities and why they've been clashing left, right, and center.
It has made this is a matter of ego and feelings, because when you look at even the past relationship between Tiwa and Davido, these are very good friends. Even I understand their children are even good friends as well.
Oh, I see.
I've seen photos of their children playing here and there on playgrounds, and so you realize that these are even family friends, if you ask me. And it is unfortunate their matter is coming out like this. It is clearly my enemy is your enemy kind of story, or my enemy should be your enemy kind of story.
Yes.
And that is what is playing out. And for it to go to this level, then it means feelings and ego are bruised. That is why none of them is willing to compromise or listen to what the other would say. Perhaps Davido has reasons why you should make his enemy your enemy. But Tiwa also has her own reasons why she can't make your enemy her enemy. And all these guys will give you good and concrete reasons why they
can't do what you are bidding them to do.
Exactly. So unfortunately for Tiwa to have also gone this tangent, yes, you can't fault her. Besides, you can't also tell her how to take certain messages when they come to her, or react to certain messages. So that is what she and the team thought best to do at this particular point. Is that illegal? No. Is that wrong? No. Whatever it is, the fact that she's going to report to the police doesn't mean that whatever they are having can't be settled back door. Because as far as I'm concerned, even based on their past relationship, they can still talk. They can still interact, if not directly like one-on-one between them. At least their parties or their followers or their people, that is the people that follow them, their management team can make this happen.
Okay.
The friction between Davido and Tiwa is not one that I would say it is a gang thing. It's not a gang like one gang being at war, having a beef with another gang. No.
Okay.
These are personal stuff that are going on with personal misunderstanding. It is different from maybe Shatawale and the Shatta movement having a beef with the high grade and Sammy and his people. These are two different stories.
Okay.
Because this one is more personal, I believe, and these are people who are coming from a background that they are even now family friends. They have relations that are very close to each other. Aside Davido and Tiwa having that close relations, even their families are friends. Their families at large are friends. So it is not something that just that, of course, now egos and feelings and tempers are high. So everybody would want to say whatever is on their chest. Everybody would want to do whatever would come to their mind. That will make them feel okay.
And superior.
And superior. For Tiwa to have gone this time, yet she wants to feel okay. She wants you to know that yes, me too, I have some backup. Me too, I can do something that will make me feel okay. If you think you have your power that you can help me up, me too, I have the power that I can tell you that you can't help me up. That is what is going on. Nobody is ready to compromise their ego and their feeling for the other. But I don't think this is going to last. This is not going to last even to the end of the year, if you ask me. Looking at how connected they both are, if not individual, like his friends and people, how they are connected, it will be very easy for them to have a sit down or even squash this than letting this escalate, because making your enemy my enemy is not a conversation that so many people are willing to have. Let the people decide themselves to make your enemy their enemy, but do not force them. If you would want them to make your enemy their enemy, you should be able to give them concrete reasons beyond whatever they are thinking. I believe that would make more sense. Yes, perhaps it is not good for them to make your enemy their enemy though, but for maybe you can say for our relationship, or for I would feel threatened if you are doing this and that, and if the person respects whatever relationship they have with you, they would know how to
interfere
with both parties. So I believe that because of the people around them, including family and friends, they should be able to solve this even before the year ends.
Well, we pray that this does not escalate. These are some of the stories that when you come across them, you ask yourself why we are not able to live in peace all the time. Sometimes people even say, oh, the Nigerian media is not like the Ghanaian media, because they think the Ghanaian media is so negative, fixated. But we are here, but we are still reading what is happening. I'm sure other people are even doing serious discussions about some of these things. But in other ways, we still have to go on with our lives and make sure nothing evil happens to both superstars. Well, on this note, I'm sure we might have to end it here for today. Showbiz Daily. Special thanks to Intim Dodo Solomon Chemo, to Abbas Muis, and to Roland Amate same way, and to the production team, Digital Rasta Currency, who did camera for us, and Richie Flex, editor director of the show. Abbas will be telling us some projects, maybe next time he appears on this platform, for you guys to also to be a part of it. The agenda has started. Agenda 2024 has started, and as much as I know, everybody is taking a good position, because very, very soon campaign season will also start. Campaign season will also start, and it will pain us. I know, right? So if you are here and you loved this, subscribe to us. Remember to also put down your commentaries. Tell others about this show and drop your comments. Be a part of the bigger conversation. My name is Sammy Flex. I'll see you when I see you. We out of here. Tata.